Hey, this is the Kubeflow Notebooks Working Group meeting for the 12th of March 2026. This is the last one before the release of the alpha of Notebooks v2, so this is always an interesting moment. I think we're doing pretty well, but we'll talk about that. I'm just going to skip over everything, normal introductions, because I want to get straight into the topics. So for 2603 of Kubeflow overall, which is like the manifest stuff, we did miss the first cut of these things. The next one is on Monday, I think, but we might we're gonna try and get these two. The dashboard needed some more work, unfortunately, and we'll get that done today. But we'll probably be cutting all three of these versions today. So, well, maybe not the notebooks. We're gonna have to cut an RC today of everything. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Whether or not we cut a final version of the alpha. Well, the alpha is an RC. We're going to aim to cut a version of every one of these components today. That's what I'm going to say. Whatever the current state is of the branch, we're gonna cut one of these. So we'll see what happens. The dashboard, unfortunately, there was a PR merge that shouldn't have been merged. I might need to revert it and then fix it. Because it would break every most deployments. For V1, it should just be a time thing to cut the release. In Notebooks V2, I think I'll chat with anyone in the call today who thinks there's something that should make it in before the first cut, but we might end up having an alpha 1 or something, but we need something to target the sync from. Okay, I think this one's actually already been done as well. Just confirm this so I can remove it. Yeah, oh wait, no, it's still a draft. Okay, whatever. Come back to that. Okay, so for dashboard, again, I'm just gonna quickly say what we're doing. I won't go into too much details, but this PR was just prematurely merged. It shouldn't have been, or one of these was, and it accidentally. It was kind of unreviewed. It wasn't Andy's fault. That's fine. I'll fix those. Unless you want to say something, Andy.
I mean, you're being kind of, it was my fault. One of two things happened. I needed to test better, or I needed to mark that as do not merge. And so I appreciate it, but I humbly apologize to community. I will learn from this to not just think that PRs will get merged when we're ready. Other people might swoop in. So I will not make that mistake again.
Yeah, usually it's only really a problem on repos where like this repo has less people touching it every day, and as a result, people think they're there is like it's not really a problem we've had before in the community. Like we do have a rule against drive-by LGTMing, but like drive-by approving is kind of unexpected. You know what I mean? So
But I knew, yeah. But the thing here is like I knew I wanted to talk about those PRs. So in the future, it was like getting these up to discuss. I have to mark those as either draft or do not merge. So like that was my fatal flaw. I will not make that mistake
it's a good
again.
idea for us as well in general, right? Like that it stops people waste. Well, draft usually means I don't even want you to review it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's really just like a whole do
Yeah,
not merge. We need to agree on behavior. I think is a much better. Yeah. But anyways, I will improve.
no,
I
it's fine.
absolutely contributed to this situation. I am sorry, and I'll learn from it and
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
it's fine.
That's all I wanted to say.
The only thing that makes it a bit annoying is just that I have to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Come back to it. I'll go through them. We need to get it fixed either way to make the release, so it's whatever. Uh, it's fine. Okay, so that's what I'll do today. After this, I'll get that fit. That'll be the most important thing I'm doing. Other than obviously notebooks V1, so I'll work on cutting those. And then making the PRs to sync them in. But obviously we're really cutting it quite close. But such is life. Okay, notebooks V1. Anyone got anything they want to say about this one? I guess this is going to be crazy because I need to do some updates on the versions of everything. I will probably have to do this. An interesting debate.
I mean, like these are at this point, Matthew,
Oh
like
no, we
for
don't
your
have to do it
sanity,
ever. Yeah, we
like
don't have to do it. But yeah,
right, they're example images. And so if people complain, then we can say submissions are welcome.
there's also a debate as to it's a pretty good debate actually as to whether we should have a VLLM and SGLang example image. Um,
I guess the only problem here is the Kubeflow SDK, which again we could just
That's
say
easy
you
to
just
bump.
need install it yourself.
The only
Yeah.
issue with that is that may not work. Because at least on the PyTorch image, I have no idea what the dependency tree of the SDK is. Honestly, I haven't even had a chance to really look at it.
But I mean,
Um,
at this point, it's like we'll get
well, I'm
better,
not even
but
sure
it's
the
like, you know, it's
SDK.
just there's been a lot of extenuating circumstances. We weren't able to get this done in our free time, and like,
I,
sorry,
I
but
would prefer not to move 0.4 into 0.3 into it anyway, right? Because this that like so that we've actually made this decision before around unstable Kubeflow SDKs where we just don't include them, and we're like, if we're expecting it to change throughout the 6 months or year that it's expected to be the default version, we just say please pip install it if it's a small thing. There was a couple of times where there was incompatible Kubeflow pipelines with things like it's just, and we always preferenced Kubeflow pipelines working rather than anything else. Uh,
yep.
okay. Anyway, so getting these updated. I will update the latest PyTorch unless something like I've been working with throughout the year. I've been working with these extensively anyway. I won't update TensorFlow because no one uses it. Unless someone disagrees with me and they want to start maintaining it, then great. But as far as I'm aware, the project is effectively abandoned. So like, yeah. Uh, you disagree? Please reach out and help me maintain it. So, um, okay. That's fine. So yeah, but getting a new PyTorch version and updating security patches on Jupyter and stuff's probably, that's fine. Uh, I think anyone else got anything about V1 that they really want to get in before we cut a release candidate one? Again, we're gonna try and cut release candidate ones today, for all of these things, except for notebooks V2, which will be an alpha 0, with the expectation that yes.
And I'm sorry, Matthew. You want to? There's still a note taker that's you want to punt that. I
I
apologize.
literally can't because the CNCF is down.
Oh, okay. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a problem. Anyway, okay. The CNCF admin console thing is down. Yeah, it has not come back. Oh no, it has come back. Oh, I can be the admin now. Exciting. I won't stop and start the recording on this one. We'll have to just edit it manually, unfortunately. Okay. Cool. I think a lot of people will be away, missing the meeting accidentally today because of the change in time zone. Well, okay. No big one. Anyone else got anything they want to say here? Anything they're worried about here? Yes, no, okay. Notebooks V2. Now, there's lots of stuff been happening here. Thank you to everyone who's been working on it. Do we want to do a demo? Do we want to talk about what's blocking us? How do we want to do this one? So the goal should be that we cut whatever the heck the current state is of the branch into a alpha v1 today, which I will do. And if that fails, that's fine. Alpha v1 is going to be messed up. Okay, like just don't expect alpha v1 is the wrong word. Alpha 0. So I expect the actual one that ships in 2603's demo version will probably be alpha 1, 2, 3, 4. Who the heck knows, right? But over the next 3 days, we're probably going to cut a few. We'll deal with the consequences of what that looks like in the release page later. Having the 1.11 in the repo marked as latest is good as well, so that comes up on the right-hand side of the repo. Okay, it's actually good that we have them both in this repo as a result, because the rest can just be marked as pre-releases. Okay, in that vein, so I know that there was some PRs that I asked Christian to make that were just small things that I needed done to be able to cut the release. We added a wiki page as well that was updated. So we'll be updating more information here, but we've started making a couple of wiki pages on the notebooks repo for now. It's not going to be the permanent home of the docs. It's just places we're storing things. So notebooks v2 is just where we have the warning banner, and we'll add some more interesting information here about, it's an alpha product. Please be careful. Don't use it in production. And then the workspace kinds, we just got some links to the ones that we created, and some steps on how to use it and manage it. Other than that, in terms of being able to cut a release, I don't think there's anything blocking it. I suspect there'll be issues with Istio though, and auth stuff. So we might need to do a quick test there. Hey, Andy, yeah.
I think we just have a PR from me on the releasing script for V2. I mean, it's like a straightforward thing. and we can just run the script before merging it. But in like that needs to get obviously merged down. But there is a PR open for that.
Yeah, because the thing because right now doesn't have the releasing just has the version only. Yeah. Okay, cool. There's meant to be a script which updates the
Yeah,
tags.
and the one from me that enables the authentication.
Yeah, so I suspect there may be issues with authentication is my bet. Like, it's not going to be that the authentication doesn't work. It's going to be that we've forgotten to give someone something or something like that in the default roles. Okay. And so in terms of these are the ones that are, okay, so this one, oh, okay. This one actually you probably do need to do as well. Which is the controller manifests are currently kind of insanely named. I'm okay with not doing it at first, but
so I mean, what is the thing that we're constructing for here? The thing is for test setups only. So if we say we named everything, you have to delete your cluster. That's fine.
yeah, we're definitely going to be very careful about saying it's not for production use. It's just that, yeah, like there's a small chance that this collides with other people's stuff. That's just the only issue. I need to check if there's any cluster resources that it could collide with. That's the most important one, I guess. Because like if there's a role called admin or something, I don't want to bust that on someone on a cluster. But okay. So yeah, we'll see. Well, so I think I made a list of things there. I'll take a quick look. I won't. Yeah, I'll take a quick look if anything was serious. Again, it's an alpha. It's fine. The expectation is that to delete it, you're gonna have to delete the whole cluster. Yeah, I agree.
I think especially given that our currently most like if we have a bottleneck, then it will most likely be the sync issues to the manifest repository. So I think this, like in any case, shouldn't block us cutting release candidates, so we can get started on that process.
Yep, I agree. Okay. Yeah, we also need to be careful because we probably should be the ones to raise the sync scripts into the manifests because they don't know what we want, and it's just easier for us to do it. Like we want 3 repo sources because we have 3 branches: dashboard, v1, and v2, and it's a little bit confusing. Okay, so we've already done that. I think can someone confirm that we've updated this? Oh, actually, no, we haven't updated that yet. Okay, so Polo, did you update the link to the?
Yeah, I'm about to send a PR for that.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'll just leave that. Yeah. Yeah. So we haven't done that one. We have done this one, and I've done that one. This one. Okay, that interesting. Actually, these two again won't make it an alpha 0, but maybe we should think about trying to merge these ones in before the final week.
Secret one is absolutely not like I have like that one is draft, right? So yeah, the secrets one I have is draft, but it is not ready. I need to review that to make sure the LLMs didn't do stupid stuff. Update workspace PR is ready, time permitting.
Cool, yeah, because that one, I'm trying to think, is there anything else we would prefer to do instead of that in the, because right now that one's just a little bit confusing if someone's using the app and it's kind of as one of the demo flows that we talked about is that we want them to be able to update, right? So it's like, yeah, I feel like that one's important if we can try and get that in, not for before day, but okay. So this one has already got a PR. Let me just link to it. Thank you, Christian. Was there another PR that no, that wasn't a PR, don't worry. That one. Okay. So, in terms of these front-end priorities, okay, so this one's already been done. I'm just going to drop that one off, which is a warning done. This one,
this is done as well.
Yep, that's done. Which was the redirects should have a thing when on the main table. And do they show the pod config as well now?
Yes.
Cool. We should look at that on a demo in a second. Okay, this one, we've done this. I won't remove it, but that one's done. This one is...
Yeah, the secret is done. And for PVCs, there are 2 PRs. One was just merged.
And so what's the status of the ones that are not merged?
The second one, which should be the last, is
Which one?
being rebased based on the first. So Charles is working on it.
Which one was it,
Hopefully we
sorry?
can merge. Oh, it's the second one there.
Okay, cool.
I haven't reviewed it yet. He's rebasing it, and I'll give the
Okay,
first
cool.
review.
Do you think you'd be? Are you gonna have time to review it in the next few hours, or is it gonna come in?
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it
I'll
does
try
need to be. I'm
to.
just saying like, would it be better to wait?
So just to understand, you said about cutting the alpha 0, and then the alpha 1 will be
Yeah, the
when?
alpha 0 is just that we have a source. It's gonna be something. Then
Yeah.
the alpha 1 would be anything we can get in the next 3 days after that.
So just for the weekend or Monday, that it.
Yeah.
So the alpha 0 will die on Monday.
We'll need to cut it before then, but yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I think we can get everything in until tomorrow probably for the front end. So
Okay.
that's why I'm asking if it's okay to have 2 or 3 PRs going into alpha 1 would be better, so I don't block the alpha 0 today.
And this one was the draft one that never was fine. Oh no, that one's already merged.
This circuit's merged. Yeah.
So then was there another secrets one that I saw on the list though?
There shouldn't be, at least not for.
Oh, that's a back end part of it. Don't worry.
Oh, this backend.
Yeah, so I mean that's fine. Let's not put too much work into secrets right now, other than the UI elements of it. Yeah. Okay. So now this one, obviously that's a back end part of it. But so what? How did you end up being able to raise PRs on this one and merge some of them? So there's
so
3 or 4 things here. Yeah.
Yeah, the option filters and visual separation are done and merged.
Okay. This one is
And
redirect. Yep. So that was the one we looked at last couple days ago.
yeah,
Yep.
and the rest of this priority, I'm about to open up here.
Amazing. And so,
The next hour.
including this very basic change here.
Yeah, including this.
And just the removal of the kind of strange left side thing. Great. The logos and icons we're not going to change because it's such a significant change to the controller and backend, but the actual links do work. So like there's effectively a feature which lets you pull from config maps, but that's just it's probably mostly ready. It's just like it's a big change to the controller, and I don't want to break the controller.
With the introduction of the sample workspace kinds and the work that you and Akram and Christian did to like get pretty labels, it's much less important to get this in for the alpha now, right? Because like it looks pretty, not just a bunch of like generic rendered things. So I completely agree. We should push that off. Yes.
The only thing I do want to ask about, maybe because it seems like a pretty simple fix, is and actually what we should probably do is I'm just checking. Yeah, we should probably get the demo up. So if someone's able to get the demo up of the current state, oh, who is able to? Do you want to do it, Paulo, or do you want Christian to do it? Or yeah, Christian, you should do it using tilt if you can. Because I just want to check the icon kind of the sizing, because I thought there was some bugginess there that like it's pretty simple to just like hard code a 1-to-1 or something ratio, because like I think there was some miscommunication that the logos are always squares, so like even if they're not squares, just like mangle them into squares on the front end,
If Christian could do it, because in this machine that I'm on the call, I don't
Christian,
have the
you
tilt
ready?
setup ready.
Yeah, cool. Because I just want to just do a quick run through of what we've got, knowing what we're going to change. So what PRs are pending on the front end?
There's one of the volume that's open. I'm about to send the link one, and I'll send the priority 3 one in the next hour as well.
One, sorry?
The one that you opened
this
there
one, yeah, sorry.
about the create. Yeah.
And then there's other, actually filtered by front end.
The 2 others I still open in the next minutes.
Yeah, cool. Tell me once you're ready, Christian. I'm just going to quickly look through these.
I'm ready. I can just only start screen sharing once you stop yours.
Yes. There we go. Copy and paste the releasing.
Does that work out?
Yeah. Okay, so this is on. Hey, before you do anything, so let's just quickly look overview. So this one, unfortunately, it's not in the dashboard, so it's unclear. Are we confident that when you deploy it in the dashboard, the weird sidebar doesn't appear twice? The left-hand side.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And when you go to the, and also that the namespace filter works.
Yes.
Cool.
To be fair, I have not probably tested that in the past like 3 weeks, but that had been stable for like weeks and weeks when I was actively checking that, and I do not anticipate that having changed. But
the correct namespace was being detected effectively.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was about to say, just tell me what you want to do.
Go to the workspace
what you
kinds
want
page first. Just go to the left-hand side. So this one obviously isn't gonna. Well, okay. With the one thing I hadn't even thought about, which is we will need to explain to users the sidebar links. This link will be available. If you move your share screen thing, because it's kind of blocking the URL.
Oh, sorry.
You have to click on the bottom part to drag it. You just click on the you are sharing part. Yeah. Okay. So, because this path here, workspaces. Oh, that's interesting. You might. Yeah, you go. So this URL. So the URLs on the sidebar of the main place will only be visible if there's a link available for them. It's a single config map, unfortunately, that needs to be updated for it. So we will need to make a. We won't be able to. It's probably not a good idea to. It's an interesting question, right? Like how we should tell users, like the demo. It makes the demo much less likely to be deployed accidentally, I guess. But it's. We do need to have a reference config map that you can update to show one with the sidebar links for workspaces, which would include these two URLs. And just to make sure there's no other weird sidebar links that are not listed on the here for the front end people that they're aware of. Like there's workspaces, workspace kinds, and debug. Debug's fine; it doesn't do anything now. When you go debug for a second, just open it. What path?
Yeah, there's nothing really under here.
Okay, that doesn't do anything. When you click primary action, what does it do? Nothing, right?
I don't know. I never did.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then go workspace kinds. That's fine. Okay, so we do need to. Oh, Christian. Oh no, sorry. It's you sharing. You were trying to talk. That's fine. Okay, so okay, so in terms of steps to use the alpha, we will probably need to explain it to people then. Where do we think we should put that? I guess we should probably put it in. There's kind of an interesting debate here as well, right? That by putting the manifests into the manifest repo, we do freeze people at that version, you know? I think it's still worth doing. But I think it's fine. It encourages people to use it though. It's my only kind of slight worry. At least it gets everything in the pipeline, and it's probably still worth it. So, but now the sidebar links on the main dashboard are a problem. Okay, we haven't got a good solution to that. Okay, so these ones here, this page here, if you just click on things, so click on Jupyter Lab, let's say, the first one. What does it do? What's the waving on the sidebar? What's the icon? Okay, cool, yeah, as well. What's that? Okay.
Yeah, that only works with Andy's PR applied.
Wait, but like, I thought that it was a URL link.
Yeah, that's strange. That should work.
Can you do a kubectl get on that workspace kind? And then YAML view. And then, oh yeah, whatever it is, yeah. And so this one, the URL. So like, I suspect that it might be being hard coded. Yeah, so that isn't using the right path. So I think that what must be happening here is there's just a bug in the front end that is, you go back to the thing. I suspect it's probably just hard coded if you look at what URL it's trying to load.
But like we saw, like I've seen all these beautiful things working.
Yeah, but that's on the workspaces page. I think this page must be
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
but
mean,
even there, I think it doesn't work. It only works if you have the pull request from Andy applied.
I don't understand how that could be the case. How is it working with
I
you?
swear we should move on, but I
Yeah.
swear we
So
saw
this
this
weird though.
working.
So like that's kind of what I wanted to check actually partially with this. So what version of the what commit are you on?
The latest one in Notebook C2. I don't know. Go here. Yeah, this one from Charles.
So then I've seen it work before though. Or how have you seen it work, Andy? Or
I mean, we definitely have both did because this is what led you to have the whole conversation. We need to talk about sizing these images better because we were like actually looking at images.
so what's happened here then? That's what I'm trying to understand, right? Like, does anyone on the front end know? Like, what is the front end's code path to pull the image?
I mean, that should have changed. It shouldn't have changed. It just looks at what we're returning in the workspace kind call. So yeah, we should. I mean, we need to look at this, but we shouldn't do it on the recording.
Yeah, Paulo, it's kind of it is important. Paulo, what is happening?
No, I don't. I have to check the code. I don't know by head. Doesn't.
Okay. Interesting. Because what's it trying to load? Just like wave over it. What is it trying to load? Just so we quickly confirm. That one's interesting that it does that. Backend API v1 workspace assets icon. That is surprising. That it would.
So yeah, so that's wrong, right? It should be using the. No, oh shit. No, I guess we do need my changes, or at least a stripped down version of them, because we're always returning a hard coded.
Oh, the backend just doesn't return the URL. Why does it work for you then?
I was probably testing. I mean, I jump across. I was just probably unfortunately on the logos and icons branch.
Okay. And you probably just didn't rebuild and reapply properly. Okay, yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah. So
So like I probably rebased to make sure that worked. We were sharing that, and I didn't think to just check it elsewhere.
Yeah, so this is good. That's why I wanted to chase this. Okay, so this is almost certainly has it just Paulo, have you ever seen it work or as well?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so then it must be yeah, it must be just the tilt was being weird on Andy's one. Okay. So what this means is that we will need one quick change to the handler of workspace kind and workspace that because I do agree that I'm pretty sure the internal model, I'm just quickly checking internal model workspaces types func, sorry. Yeah, so the issue is that right now workspace kind of logo icon ref it's hard coded, yes, right now. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't need to bring in all the config map support, but we should probably cannibalize a subset of my PR to at least just proxy through exactly what the user provides if it's an absolute URL.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. Okay, cool. That's good. So we can work on that just right after this. Okay, cool. I'll put that on the list, which is make sure we pass through the image URL directly in WSK and WS backend models. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so now if we go to so if you go back to the main table page, let's just quickly go to the main table page. That one, yeah. Okay, so this is obviously in the future we may or may not have the expand view here. If you expand it, just see what happens. Interesting. So and then what is okay, yeah, so because we kind of got both for now. What interesting. Okay. In the future, this is obviously gonna get a lot better. Who the heck knows what's happening right now? Why is there a section which says packages? Sorry, expand it again. So what do we got here? We got, I don't understand that one. The tiny, that's interesting. Are these hard coded by any chance? Is this one big enough to make a second one? Let's make a second one. Create a workspace. You won't be able to create them actually, I don't think. But okay, yeah, click next because of the and so this is good. Wait, don't skip through this. No, go back. So now click on the left hand side. Just check filters work. Okay, that obviously is interesting because it's hidden. Okay, that's fine. Okay, if you go show hidden and show redirects. Okay, interesting. So there's none that are hidden according to this? Untick show hidden? Oh no, it's just that there's none
The
that are...
180.
I see, it's because it's an and. Yeah, don't worry, it's fine, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Redirect information, this, yeah, sure. And then to the one to the left of that, what is that? Okay, interesting. And what's the one that has 2 chains? Or we just don't know? You wave over the one which has 8? 0.8, I think, has 2 chains.
I think this screen will only show the last.
Yeah, we had said for now we're
The
only doing
first,
the first
sorry.
jump on this screen.
Okay, sure. That's fine. Okay, and then...
Which one do we use? Just the 110?
That's fine, yeah. That one.
Yeah, I don't think we have any redirected or hidden ones in the default.
No. Yeah. So we go back one more time, by the way. I just want to look at the labels on the sidebar on this one. So you got... Why are they being capitalized? The first letter of the label? It's just a little bit weird. At some point, we should probably have a display name concept for labels, but that's interesting.
I can check.
Yeah, it's
probably
probably
the
just being
front end,
title
right?
cased accidentally, yeah. Okay, and these ones are also title cased. It's interesting that GPU and CPU get capitalized here, though. Oh, that's probably hard-coded. Wait, is it? How is that? How are the ones on the sidebar here being calculated? These aren't labels. What happens if you have a label here as well? Wait, do we have labels on our ones? No, we don't, do we? Let's just quickly check. Manifest. I'm just checking. I wonder if we should put a label there just as an example. Oh, no. Those are labels. There are actually labels on the tiny CPU.
Yeah, they all have labels.
So that's where those are actually coming from. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it is actually where they're coming from. Okay, yeah. And so the actual request is separate. Wait, go back. So what is that thing on the sidebar? The thing on the sidebar, are those labels? Or that's the one you haven't actually merged your PI yet, raised your PI yet, isn't it?
Yeah, that will disappear from there.
Perfect. Okay. And then, okay, just do one that's not the tiny one. Yep. Great. Yep. And now, so this page, okay, what's the heck? So what's pending on this page? Other than the removal of the sidebar thing here. The create one, is that the only thing that's pending on this one? Create volume. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Yeah. Okay. So, of course, if you put an invalid workspace name, it's also going to fail, but we'll talk about that one in the next release. Okay, and then...
Yeah, what's pending, it's on the PR 960.
Wait, did you
There
not
are 3
mount a home volume
screenshots.
as well?
Right now I didn't. No.
See, that's another interesting problem, right? That, like, it's way too easy to accidentally not mount a home volume. The new PR that we're talking about with the create volume, does that improve that possibility? It's right now it's not indicating that you should. In fact, I think for upstream we literally this should be a required field. In fact, for upstream, like this was built for Red Hat so that their images work because they don't use home volume PVCs. But so in that create volume modal, yeah. So what's the fastest way we can just like force once we know that we can create a PVC? What's the fastest way to like just force us to mount a home volume at this point?
Well, we can add a validation there.
Yeah, and it's also just a little bit weird, right? So like there's too many buttons. So if you unattach that one, so click on the 3 dots on the left-hand side. I know that I don't think this is changing, right? This is not changing.
I don't think it is. No.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't have to keep muting yourself, Christian. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was just unsure how much background volume noise would be. Okay. Good.
So because it's a bit weird to me. So now close and reopen the home volume section. Like just close and reopen it. Okay, why is this one not just expanded by default?
I just don't even think it should be collapsible.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. This one shouldn't be collapsible, and also the wording that says, okay, wait. So then we've got don't create one yet. No, don't create one yet. Just go back. So why is the wording becomes a table, right? Like why does the wording disappear? Why is the subheading not permanently there?
Yeah, I think the new PR will change that. There's a screenshot there if you want to look
Okay,
on the
let me look at it.
960.
I'll where is it? Oh yes, so it's on here. Let me just message it in the chat, or since I'm not sharing, can you open that one quickly? Is it actually there in the screenshot? I can't see it in the screenshot. I take that back.
It's the empty state, the third
the empty state
screenshot
has
on the
changed, yes. So okay, but we should probably and are they all expanded by default?
No. But I'm taking notes here so
I think
we
they should
can
just all
validate.
be expanded by default, and home just should not be decollapsible and should be required. Yeah, just because that one's too
data
easy.
volumes and secrets should be expanded by default.
Yeah, and if there's a description, that should just be permanently underneath the heading, right? Like, I was looking at the screenshot. Is there no description field anymore, or is it still there when you collapse?
When you collapse, it's still there.
Maybe we should just move the. I think we should move the description field right underneath the heading. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's.
But I think the data volumes and secrets could be collapsed. It just should
It's fine.
overwhelm the user.
Yeah. I'm fine. Either way, the home volume needs to be there because it's way too easy to accidentally. So what happens when you expand secrets? Because I know that since that one's actually done. So if you go attach, you can move it up. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can actually also minimize it, I believe, by clicking the top part. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Not that one.
Whatever, it's fine. Just move it to the middle of the right-hand side or something. Just move it to the right-hand side. There we go.
Yeah, this. Yeah, so attaching a new one is
okay,
that.
so before you, so confirm front-end people, nothing is planned to change here, other than the fact that this won't connect to the backend.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so so look at existing. Let's see what existing shows first. Because this API won't actually list anything correctly right now. So is this a example one? Just click expand and then wait on it. Yes, this is an example one. Okay. Okay. And then go back. No, before you do that, just so I can, for my own sanity, go to attach existing, and then select one of the example ones. That one, let's say, and then okay, sure, attach it, I guess, yeah. And then click on the edit on the mount path. Okay, cool. Bit weird that the front part disappears. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. Side note, not for this, but just like a text input field should have a slight color background relative to its thing, if when open at least. You know, if you click when you click it. Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, it's not clear why you suddenly lost the beginning of the text. Okay. And then click there. That's fine. What's remove do there? Please tell me it doesn't actually try and delete the secret. It frickin' does. That's crazy.
Yeah, but is this something that we need to like? Does this invoke actual
this literally
backend
is not
things?
connected to the backend, but we need to write it down as a to-do because when it is connected to the backend, it will delete.
Because I think the whole topic of deletion versus not deletion is something that we discussed a bit at length in the.
But that actually is a deletion right now. So once we implement the backend, it will delete this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that needs to be a detach, and deletion needs to be handled separately, if at all, in this screen. Okay, so that's not for this PR, but let's just put it on the to-do list. I'll make sure it's actually on the next. Let me just put that.
Should I just create a new volume for the home one?
Sure. Yeah, I think this is about to change anyway, so it's fine. But yeah. Now, if you look in your cluster, can you just check if that immediately created that PVC? Go to the.
Yeah, I can.
Interesting. I think this is someone who's working on that other PR. Is this because it's not? It wasn't correctly calling the new API yet. Is that all?
Charles is working on it, but he couldn't join the call today.
No, that's fine. Everyone was saying is like, so is that because of that, or is this some other reason? Because I thought that
Can
it
you repeat the
was
question?
working. Maybe it only happens when you hit create. It's possible for the home volume.
Seems unlikely. There's
the
the
data ones
create
try it under
PR
data?
open. I would imagine that it's probably because of just the code on main right now.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
There's also in that, yeah, he's doing the data volume as well. But just test this while we're here. I don't want to waste any more time. I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay, and now I'll check if that one suddenly exists before you do that. Well, I guess it couldn't because it hasn't sent the correct. You haven't told it enough information to know. You know what I mean? Like what storage class are you using, for example? How big is it? You know. Okay.
Yes, good point.
Okay, so I suspect that this won't have a PVC mounted. Let's just see what happens. Click create, I guess. I think it's going to fail to start because these PVCs.
Yeah, because these PVCs do not exist.
Oh, this is actually great. So by the way, just as a side note, so can the front end people confirm how you're unpacking the invalid values? That's actually great. This is actually an amazing demo. So because when you get multiple errors, you're unpacking them like this, which seems pretty correct. There's one other case that for the front end people, I assume that you are always invoking this kind of error handler. Like whenever a backend error happens, what happens? How do you determine whether you need to unpack like this? Is it based off the type of error?
Yeah, I believe it's specific at this point. So depending on the screen, because the field is right on the middle, so it's not a generic treatment for all the API calls.
Because all I know is that all of our backend ones at least have known types for the errors. You know what I mean? Like 422 will always. I mean, I don't know, but I think the Swagger should be telling you that, right? Like it's actually wait. Do you have the Swagger working, by the way? Christian, do you want to just quickly open the Swagger? I just want to. I know it's not for the front end or people, but I know that and so if you go to the, let's say, create workspace one. And so like responses, if you roll down, like, because yeah, and then if you go down to 422, which is the one that so yeah, so like it does tell you cause validation. Wait, and process is 422 the wrong? Sorry, which one's the validation one? Did I say the wrong code? Oh no! All that's happening here is that the same error. Okay, this is actually interesting. Okay, so because we have an error type and a success type, right, for each one, what's happening is if you go back to that Swagger, it just means that like it's not quite as clear as it maybe should be to the front end people. That some of those fields will never appear in certain situations. You know what I mean? So you've got conflict causes and validation errors, right? Of course, you should not expect to see a conflict error on a validation response. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense. Message origin. Yeah. So the way that these should be unpacked, because like effectively, this is a common error type for everything. So it probably makes sense to just handle this everywhere. You know what I mean? Of course, for the create workspace flow, it should probably have its own special thing. But because in the future, we obviously want to help users find what they need to change, you know? But the most important thing here is you are correctly unpacking it on this screen. So I'm just wondering because I know that when we updated as a kind of a weird sneak in for the PVC backend connection, I think we started doing a lot more validation. So all I'm just saying is that you should start hitting these errors a lot more if you've got storage classes, for example, that are wrong. Now, okay, that's fine actually. Okay, so I guess make it one that actually exists. You should be able to reuse the existing one, honestly, because it's on the same node. Actually.
Yeah. So this one, that one, this, that, also that. Home volume, I guess we
You
will
don't
then
attach anything
just
but a home volume, just only attach the home volume, yeah.
this
Attach existing, yeah. Actually, you don't need to remember the name at all. That's actually, this is good. So can I quickly confirm? So is anything changing on this screen? I'm just looking at that PR. I don't think so, right? So click on that expand view again on the volume list. Wait. Yeah, that's good.
Here?
Yeah. Just want to see so how does this work? So is this not changing, right?
I don't believe that touch is. I need to check.
Is this fine then? I'm just like, so connected workspaces is great. That seems correct. What is the 1G? How does that get pulled? What happens when you wave over 1G as well? And also, what's that icon warning on the side, right-hand side? Oh, okay, cool. A little bit strange that it's so far away, but okay. Interesting. If you click home, just yeah, I guess that's fine. Also the coloring. Okay, wait, go back to volumes. Actually, click on that screen again. It's a bit weird that read write once is blue. You know what I mean? What happens if there's multiple modes as well? Does it have just the array of all of them? Oh, actually, that's if it's already bound. I just realized there's a potential bug in our backend API that I need to account for, which is that I believe a storage class can only be bound at one type at a time. You know what I'm saying? So like, oh, that's not how that works. That is true. Okay, there's some complexity there I need to think about. Anyway, okay, attach, yeah. Yeah, attach, yeah. And then click create. Okay, and now connect to the other one while we're here. I don't think it's going to work, right? If you click connect, what happens? This is going to do nothing, right? Because this is not on a... Or is it? We haven't actually got this working in Tilt yet, have we? Oh, we have.
Yeah, we got. I'm behind on a lot of things, but we got that one in. So yeah, that was the whole Istio support stuff.
Yeah, that
so,
was the Istio.
In Tilt though, yeah, because this works in the back. This always would have worked in the main one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, that's fun. Okay. And actually, just go to it for a second and just do a df-h in that one, or either one. It doesn't matter.
Go faster.
Because I just want to check if it has dev-shm.
We want a terminal here.
Okay, cool. And then just do a df-h, and then yeah, we do have a dev-shm, yes. And do a free -h. Just check if that's memory backed. No, so that's actually, what is that backed by? Interesting. I have no idea how that's so big, but because you only have 64 gigs of RAM in this, right? Or do you have more?
No, 128.
Oh, okay, then it's probably right. Okay,
it's 128 gigabytes.
Why does free report 64 then? Wait, do we go back to it? Go free? Did it report 64, or was I just losing my mind? Oh, total. No, I was right. Sorry, I just looking at free for some reason rather than total. Okay, great, perfect. Yeah. Total is the one that we expect that to be. Okay, because this anyway, it's an empty dir memory backed mount. I'm just checking on my configs on the example dev-shm. It is.
But I mean, that working is not really
actually
alpha relevant, or is it?
Yeah, and actually, that's actually something we should update in our sample though. If someone wants to remind me that the extra volume mounts. Oh, I know, it's right. I take it back. We're done. All right, I already did it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Go back to the and make a. Okay, wait. So if you there's no logs that we can see in the front screen right now, right? Actually, do you want to just look at the logs on this pod on your kubectl just to make sure that nothing crazy is happening there?
It is. Which
And
one
actually, we
did
should look at the
connect
logs
to?
in the workspace controller and stuff as well. But we'll start
One,
with the
two,
pod itself.
3. This one. Yeah, seemed fine.
Yeah. If you just hit 0 and scroll back up to the beginning, just so that we can see if any.
Sorry.
Yeah, hit 0 and then just kind of keep going, page up, page up, page up. You know. And it hits 0, so you see. Oh wait, 0 is tail. Huh, whatever, it's fine. Okay, and that's correct. So I'm just looking down this list. It looks correct. Cool. Okay, hit escape and then go down to the and hit enter on that one. Just well, it's got no Istio sidecar. What's happening? Is Istio not installed on this cluster?
It is.
Hey, can you check? So it's in a namespace called default. Look at Istio D for a second. Istio D under system. Yeah, the logs on that can be a bit crazy, but hit 0. Yeah. Is there some kind of failure happening here? No. Hit escape, whatever. It's fine. We'll debug this in a second. Okay, so I'm just a little bit worried that that doesn't have a sidecar because it should have ended up with a sidecar. What version of Istio are you using? Do you hit Y on the Istio one? Are we accidentally injecting a false thing on it somehow?
127.
And did you
The
use
version.
Quite honestly, I've never looked. Is it somehow defaulting to ambient mode? That has to be the only.
That's too old for that. It's 127. So hit Y on the WS test. Look at its actual spec.
What are you interested in?
I'm just looking for labels on the pod. So nothing, right? Pod
Nope.
index. Actually, as a side note, I'll write this down on the next thing as well. We should add. I'll put it on my own one. We should add a kubectl default container annotation on the workspace pods or the main pod.
The name main is hard coded right now, but it's still.
What I'm saying is Istio will sometimes be like that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's just a helpful thing for admins who are like confused by kubectl get logs, and they'll see the Istio logs when they shouldn't do the Istio logs. I did this recently for our own, actually it's also important for our own checking for errors kind of commands, which is what I did on the other ones. Okay, so now let's look at the control logs while we're here. Only got 2 minutes. Anyone else got anything they need that's going to be blocking them or that they're worried about? So let's just look through these logs, just make sure that nothing was spamming or yelling. The fact that it says debug is a little bit weird. Why are we showing debug logs? I guess maybe okay, whatever. So you've got that one, yeah. So was there what was the one? The backend had almost no logs. Why did the backend? Why? Oh, 0. Sorry, not why.
Yeah, we were already at the top. So.
Interesting that there was no logs. Okay, whatever. I guess it's.
Yeah, I think that is the reason.
That's actually a bug. That's actually no, that's not a bug. That's expected because we are not injecting any loggable object into. Let me just check actually.
No. I think the issue is at some point, at least in the past, I've seen something in the tilt log where it says like there's no log handler registered or something.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, this one. The logs that logger for the workspace's back and like produces this trace.
Okay, wait. Can you do can we invoke an error again then?
Invoke an error?
Oh, we did it already. No, we literally had one already, right? Yeah. Let me just check if there's one on response errors for because this is actually a bug 422. We need to log, not fix it, but I'm just saying we need to log it. We don't log anything under the validation error, I don't believe. Oh no, error response. Yeah, we do. No.
Yeah, but even then, where would the log go if we don't have any logger configured?
So yeah, do you want to take an action on that one to chase it down? I'll put it under the note under the next one.
I can. Yeah.
There is something preventing logs working in workspace backend. Log reg. I know what it is, by the way. It's that controller runtime expects there to be a thing, and we're not really using controller runtime as expected, but we do call the word log a number of times. So it's unclear to me if it would work, but it's just because there's a thing called log a.logger. Yeah, it's fine. It's something is logging that logs are not working. That's where we go. Okay, and so go back to that one. Go to the front end logs as well. Actually, this is going to be a download.
The front end ones
Yeah, let's start with
are
that.
working. They're just the Webpack dev thing, so it's not like production wise, anyways.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's actually something we could also accidentally have a variance in. Okay, is there anything? So if we now, so what we want to, okay, expand these rows because I really think we need this. The only part I'm a little bit unhappy with is this kind of weirdness. So these are obviously hard code. No, they're not. They're different. So what the heck is packages then?
Yeah, packages shows the labels actually, but I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah.
I mean,
We discussed before to remove the expandable row and put the necessary information on the details.
And eventually, we're not going to do that right now, but yes.
Packages is a Red Hat-ism, so I think there's some designs got confused in including that. There should be a specific discussion from an upstream perspective if we want to do that, but there's a series of annotations in OpenShift that presently reside on an image stream that drives those values in Red Hat that just doesn't make sense right now for notebooks as a community.
Yeah, Christian's just noticing that the ordering is not deterministic.
Anyway. I mentioned this at some earlier stage, but I don't think it's something
that's fine.
critical.
Wave over the kind. What happens when you wave over the kind? That's the error for the image situation again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I just wanted to test is because if that.
Oh, okay. Wait. The last activity. This is just a note. I'm just going to put it as a note on the thing, but like, the last activity shouldn't even show up. It should be probes disabled. You know what I mean? Because like this is a workspace kind which has no activity probes. So why are we even?
Yeah, and we're being forwarded to the wrong thing here for some reason.
Wait. Show me. What do you mean?
For the VS Code thing.
What happens?
Like
what is
we
the
don't
correct
end
path?
up. I don't know.
It's probably just that workspace isn't properly running. Go to the pod.
I don't know. It seems fine-ish. But yeah, I mean that's to be figured out a little bit later.
Yeah, hit escape on that. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, I don't know if that's anyway. Go back to the website part of it. Yeah. Okay, that's odd. Also, my intention for the connect button was always that the default connect behavior was the default one, and then you could, if there was multiple, you could connect by clicking down arrow. You know what I mean? Like that it was effectively two buttons with a break in the middle. Anyway, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think these are little things that we
And so what's the three dots? Let's try. Okay, let's actually try doing things with the three dots now. So stop. And let's see if it works. So terminating. Okay, this is actually good because last time we would have had bugs here. Remember, we fixed those bugs. Okay, pause now. Let's just confirm that the pod doesn't exist anymore.
Test 1, 2, 3, 1. Yes, it's gone.
Perfect. Okay, and then go back to the UI, and then now on the three dots, click. Do I get start? Yeah, why not? Yeah. Ooh, interesting. We're ending up in this place. Polo, I mean...
Sorry, I looked away for a second, but yeah,
so we stopped it and then we ended up starting it. Wait a hot minute. Wait, what aren't we on the latest one already?
Yes, we are.
You know what's happening here? Polo?
No, that pop-up shouldn't be.
Yeah, that one also seems odd. Like redirecting from 10.0 to undefined is.
What happens when you click pod config as well? Just click on the pod config one. Huh. Weird.
Yeah, there seems to be some nil case unhandled.
This pop-up is not prepared for the chain, I think. So because it's a initial code for redirect.
You mean the new redirect information, you mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, pick that, I guess.
Okay, I'll take some notes.
Yeah, we
I'll
might need to
check
just
that.
like disable whatever the heck happened there. Okay. Don't take
Yeah.
it as an action necessarily. It's just a bit weird.
It's running again.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and then connectable, I guess.
Seems fine.
Okay, cool. We also don't have a readiness probe set up on this one, so it could have failed because it wasn't ready, but it was ready. Okay, so also, yeah, I was saying about the last activity should only show if it's the last activity icon should section should in WS table should indicate that probes are disabled rather than saying 56 years ago. Okay, that's a note for the next release. Okay.
Yeah, that's just the start of the Unix time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because that'll never, because no probe is enabled on this. Actually, yeah, no probes are set up. That's why. Yeah. Okay. How do you get into the details view? Like, go to the details view of one of these, just see what happened. So activity, what happens on activity? Okay, it's just that. What are the actions drop down there? The 3 drop. Okay, interesting. Weird. While we're here, just delete it, I guess. Or, oh, interesting. So that's, wait, how do you get to, if you click there and then click edit? I know that this is not going to work, but what happens when you, okay, sure, I guess. This isn't going to do anything, but if you click it, I'm interested to see what happens. Yeah. Yes, yeah, it won't have updated. Yeah. Because the update.
Yeah, because like the update workspace is not yet implemented or still pending.
Okay, cool. That's good. I think we're good with this now then. So let's just go back and recap anything that needs to happen, and then I'm gonna start working on this cutting of these releases. Anyone who wants to stay with me is welcome to. Paulo, are you good for what you need to do? I know you've got a lot of stuff to do. So what's your top ordering? What are you gonna do in order-wise?
Yeah, the link I changed already. The PR was just merged.
Nice.
So pending of what we talked about, there is the volumes PR from Charles and the PR that I will open now about the summary in the creation of workspace wizard.
I'd say those two are pretty important.
Yeah. So hopefully until tomorrow we can merge that. And then I took some notes here. Now I'm worried about this pop-up that I just saw, so I'll try to fix it.
That one is so okay. Let's just quickly look at the demo, like the thing that we're gonna ask people to try in the demo. Let's see what's currently working and not on that. So let me, before we start the recording, where is this demo? There we go. Okay, so we have create workspace kind. We didn't try that, but it's fine because we'll just suggest people do that with kubectl. Create workspace. This one won't be, the secret won't be done. Mounting a PVC will be done. Redirect images will be done. We can see that already. When you see the list of workspaces, we didn't actually create one with a pending redirect, but that's fine. Okay, we do need to test some errors, but that's fine. And then workspace, connect does work, run code is fine. Update workspace won't work, but is the UI flow will probably work. Connect to workspace again, stop workspace, we did that. Delete workspace, we didn't do. Here. And then this one is there. That's the stretch for the workspace kind, it's fine. Okay, so the stopping and starting does need to a little bit work. I'm gonna put start. Staging is, we're not gonna be able to hint that yet. That's fine. Okay, so I think we're good. Okay, so Paulo, so other than those two, is there anything else we think is important enough to try and get in before the end of the week?
No, I don't think so. We'll still be working on it next week, but just
Oh, of
the
course, we're gonna
minor
keep
stuff
doing
that
it.
we
Yeah,
took
yeah, yeah.
notes.
It's just
Yeah.
we don't. It's not. It won't make it in for
But
the.
yeah, for the alpha, just those 2 PRs. Do you think it's okay, the pop-up that we just saw, or should I look into it for?
If you get time, look into it. But it's just a bug right now. It's just weird. It's not. It's not critical. I would say. A lot of stuff is going to change in that overview page. You know, like the table view. I think we're going to refactor that a lot post this stuff.
Okay.
So the start and stop action modals, though, probably do need to work. I'd say it's more important that you fix the delete secret issue that it claims it's going to delete the secret, or it might actually delete the secret, which is even worse. Okay. Other than that, anyone else got anything? Otherwise, I'm going to stop and I'm going to start going to what we were doing before, and actually start releasing some stuff. Anyone? Okay. Thanks, everyone.